All right. So last time we talked, I was feeling a little down and out. Um, but I'm feeling like going on, and the Lord still got me on this battlefield. But I was talking to you about the banking system and the chip, and that's how they're going to take us. This is how they're going to do it. But I didn't quite understand what the chip was still, even though I kind of hit on the fact that the Lord had discerned to me that um, it was the dying star of a renowned person. So he's giving me revelation on it. And as soon as he gives me revelation, I like to share my revelations. So, I don't know if you know, but your name in all caps, sorry, your name in all caps is a legal fiction. If you don't got a debit card, you got a bank account, you still got a legal fiction name. Legal fiction is a lie. This name is a lie. Now, but you remember though, in the days or the times of ancient, when God's children would get took into captivity, the first thing they would do was change your name. So I think Daniel might have got Belshazzar, or I think they changed Joseph's name to something else also, when he became a slave to them. So actually, this is your slave name in all capital letters, because that's not who you are. Your capital E, lowercase l, O, N, A, capital K if you have a middle name, I, M, B, E, R, L, Y, capital S, lowercase h, A, M, so forth. That is your name, your God-given name. They turn around as soon as you're born and they give you this legal lie and connect you to a straw man, a trust, a voodoo doll. That's what it is. Well, don't call it that. That's what it is. And this is who we up against. This is what it's hitting for right now, okay? Everybody, it's time to wake up. It's time to stop sleepwalking and being in the land of the zombie. The Lord done told me what that chip is. Let's see. Let me find a pen. Something so I can point it out. This battlefield is real. These devils mean business. Alright. Let me get this light right. Y'all gotta see this. This is a labyrinth. A labyrinth. A maze. And they created these in cities that they call necropolises. Necropolises are cities of the dead. Most of the dead that were buried there were people of renown, kings and queens, the dying stars that create wormholes in time and space. Your dying star. I mean, you may be a queen or a king. I think we all are. Be careful about your star. It holds power. You hold power. The living entity that's That's how come I said, do not connect the living entity to the dead entity. Okay, so necropolises are cities of the dead. So there goes your necromancy. People who practice necromancy are living entities who commune with the dead. Necropolises are graveyards. Necropolises are cemeteries. Necropolises are labyrinths, mazes that hold what was he called? A monitor. I believe I might not be saying it right, but he was a half bull, half man demon that lived in the center. These labyrinths have one way in and one way out. So now, if the demon doesn't want to let you out, all he has to do is block the entrance. It's like going to one of these juke joints we call a hole in the wall. We at the club, party, these fools get to shooting outside the door. Ain't no back door. It's only one way in and one way out. That's like I don't like going to them holes in the wall, because I need more than one way out. But that's what a labyrinth is. And they talk about the mental psyche on labyrinths. They talk about once you go into a labyrinth. And then I Googled where all labyrinths are. Oh, look. Wake up. Stop entertaining your government. Look up where all labyrinths are. There's a labyrinth. Now, this is a demonic thing at the Vatican. They say it's made of roses. They call it the Rose Garden of the Vatican. Some people call it the Garden of Eden. Okay. Anything, it's the Vatican Palace. Let me get it right. They call the Vatican a palace. And every palace got a labyrinth. The palace that Queen Elizabeth stays in, it leaves me right now. She had a labyrinth. Well, it's still there. The White House has a labyrinth. Underground labyrinth. One over on the farm labyrinth. Why do these places have this demonic energy? Some of them call it the dance floor. I have done things on the power of rhythm, and it caused me to go into a study of knowing that dancing, the dance of Saturnalia, and they would dance under the pale moonlight. And it's something about going in a circular motion that brings about an energy. And I can believe that because I can remember when they were going in to take the land of Jericho. The Lord told them to walk around the wall. Was it 7 days? Or was it 6 days? And then on the seventh day, that's when the wall came down. But he told them to walk around the wall 7 times. So, when I can say that that's something that I heard that the Lord used, I can know that it's a power in that. These are things that Freemasons use in their rituals. So the labyrinth was part of the ritual. The necropolis was in Cropopolis. The queen that founded was Amenemhat. Um, and they worship the crocodile. I forget his name offhand. But anyway, he had his own little area, and they would go in and feed him food and hang gold and silver from his neck. Uh, they were devil worshippers. Uh, for all I know, Amenemhat, she was half woman, half crocodile. Also, she was not just the queen of Egypt, she was the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt also. These are double entities. Maybe not double entities. These are yin and yang. Two parts of one person. You hear about the spirit of Kali being both male and female. When Satan fell from heaven, he turned into Satan and Saturnalia, first transgender. And these women took roles of men in government and power. She wasn't the only one. Nefertiti, Cleopatra, the list goes on of women who ruled Egypt. Providences. Powerful women, but very well not really all women or allowing themselves to be possessed. Arsenio. I looked up Arsenio to see what that was all about. That was after the Roman Empire came into place. And Arsenio was a woman. And she was both queen and pharaoh of Egypt. So, and then they changed the name of Cardopolis to Trace or Track. I meant to Google how to pronounce that. Thrace. But still in Egypt. So these were the first founders of the Labyrinth. And these are many labyrinths. A maze that they don't intend to let you out of. In my study, I'm probably not through with this. In my study, I learned that like they used the labyrinth in The Shining, and the man just walked around and around in the labyrinth and just got lost in the labyrinth. And I'm pretty sure people just die in the labyrinth because they cannot find their way out. It's a bunch of dead ends. They say it plays on your mental psyche. Me, I wouldn't step foot off in a labyrinth anyway. What am I going there for? And I might not come out. Also, the Athens, they had to go into a deal because they say these things that I'm talking about are mythical. Poseidon, Minon, Ardelia. All of these things are supposed to be mythical beasts. The crocodile queen, the lioness. But they are anything but a myth. They are from the days of Noah. This is why the Lord destroyed this earth, because they walked up on this earth. And since the days of Noah, because of the flood, they have been locked into a dimension that they can only come out of if they possess you. That's how come I said, back then, they didn't have to possess nobody. So if Shemet was the queen at that time, she would be in her lioness form. She would have her lioness head and her woman body. They didn't need us. See, now they need us because the Lord locked them into a dimension. And the only way they can come through this time is to be in the flesh, in human form. So they have to possess bodies. But I learned that a mythical beast is just a beast that's not allowed in this time. Not right now. But soon, Luke said, they're going to walk up on this earth. And your hearts are going to fail you for what you see walk up on this earth. And then they don't need you no more once again. Because now they in power and they running this thing. What you think they going to do with you? They don't need your body no more. You are going to be human 310 6H13. For real. Slavery that they don't plan on letting you out of. Come out of Babylon. Come out of her. Come out of the land of confusion. All right. Let me see if I can show you. A mind-blowing trip right now. Let's see. Here we go. Where the camera eye at? We're going to get right in the eye of this camera. Okay. So, right here is the entrance in and the entrance out. Let me move so you can see. You can pause the camera. Do whatever you need to do. That's a good view right there. And you can just see the one entrance in right there. And the one entrance out right there. There's no other way in. There is no other way out. And right here in the middle of the labyrinth is where the beast sits. And only evil. A evil that they can't even control. They say somebody did go in and kill him, though, according to Greek mythology. But did I finish telling you that the Athens, they actually had to do sacrifices? They had to bow to this beast, and they would get about 7 young boys and 7 young girls, and they would send them in that labyrinth, probably making them think it's fun, like they do everything. Oh, it's just fun. We're gonna just dance around. Something about boogieing on down to the power of rhythm. Yeah, they send the little children in there, and you'll never see them again because they were sacrifices. They have a labyrinth at Buckingham Palace. Things have been known to happen. Children 7 and 8 years old come up missing. This thing is so real, y'all. It's just super duper real. Alright. And so here we go again. I started to throw these away the other day. I ain't got nothing, can't do nothing with them. Good thing I did. One way in, one way out. There are no other entrance ways. It's kind of blurry. No other entrance ways. One way in, one way out. Labyrinth, dying stars, necropolises, cities of the dead. These devils not playing. It's time to really wake up. I was reading, never read it before. This is one part of the Bible I have not read, but the Lord took me there last night. First Chronicles. And how about it's about the porters? Acropolis was a port city also. It was by the lake. It was by the Red Sea. But it was talking about the porters and their positions and where they stood and where they guarded, where the ports were at. This was for the 12 tribes of Israel. And it talked about the treasurers and who ruled and who was the officer and who designated. It talked about the music and the musicians and who prophesied with what instruments, the psaltery, the harp. They prophesied with these things. I want the Lord to go deeper on that with me. And the songs of instruction. There is nothing new under the sun. But my point is, we didn't need this world for nothing. They had their own military and armies. We need men that fight for the Lord. It look like everybody want to be a Satanist. We need men to take their dominion back. We need men to take their positions back. Women are not supposed to be really running this show. I did not hear about one woman in not one of these positions. These were all men. Come out of Babylon. There are positions to be filled in the kingdom of heaven right here on earth. You are missing out. And these devils ain't finna do nothing but trap you in a labyrinth, offering you this fake money to trap you with. You're not never gonna see your silver and gold. And not only that, they're gonna siphon your life from you. They are going to truly rob you. They have traps. This has been going. If this was way back in the days of Noah, they've been planning this. They've been communing with the cities of the dead. Now they got labyrinths in your pocketbook. You got to wake up, because we are nearer to these times than we are far from them. Okay. One way in, one way out. There are no other ways in or out. Trying to block this light. One way in, one way out. Hey, I'm protected by the seal of the Lord now. You better believe one thing. They sure don't like me telling it. And they put me low down on the algorithms, but I do God's work anyway. Everyone is a labyrinth. A simplified labyrinth, but still a labyrinth. One way in, one way out. This game is real. This game is really, 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 really real. I only went 25 minutes. I got that all in 25 minutes. Shouldn't lose your attention. That's good stuff. Come out of Babylon. Come out of the land of confusion. The dead. They only have traps and snares for your soul.